Hey there, it's Hannah and welcome to the Corner of Craft podcast. I hope that you're well. Grab yourself a cup of tea, grab yourself your project, and let's chat about all of the things that I've been knitting and crocheting in the last month and a bit. Cheers. That tea is far too hot for me to actually be drinking right now. It's only just been made. Hello, how are you? I hope that you're well. My name is Hannah. If you are new, I'm coming at you today from a very sunny Nottingham here in England, the UK, land of Robin Hood. And I kind of want to trim the ends off this, but I might just wait until I'm not talking to you so I don't make a mistake. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've had like a proper chat with you, even though I did a video last week. That's fine. I've not done a podcast in a really, really long time. So that's the place I'm coming from. This is a knitting and crochet podcast. I'm just thinking, do I have any crochet to share? I do, just not physically here with me right now. And in which I talk about all of the things that I've been knitting and crocheting, which isn't as much as I would have liked, but it's been a busy month and a bit in terms of my business. I'm a small business owner. I own the business Chromatic Yarns. I dye yarn, I bead stitch markers. I sell these things online. It's been a busy old month. In March, I had East Anglia Yarn Festival, so there was a lot of prep going for that. And then I launched my first collection in a year, which was the Stardew Valley collection, and that just kind of blew up a little bit. Very exciting. Thank you so much. I've started dyeing up the first round of pre-orders and have 3 of the colourways dyed, which is exciting, 3 of the 10. So that is great news. I've made a mistake with a base, which is really annoying, but ultimately not a massive issue, just a slightly annoying one. East Anglia Yarn Festival went really well for me. It was lovely to see some customers that come back year on year. It was the 5th year of East Anglia Yarn Festival. I've done everyone so far. It was lovely getting to hang out with my fellow yarn dyeing friends. That's always delightful and a good time because we're all scattered across the country. Some of them are much nearer, but we just don't seem to coordinate and meet up. Like Jess of Skein and the Stitch, she's only an hour away from me, which ultimately isn't that far, but she's got 2 children. I have a pickle. Her business is exploding at the minute and mine is doing fine. Everyone's busy, everyone's doing their own thing, so it's really hard to coordinate meeting up, which is why yarn shows are nice, because you have an excuse to hang out for a few days. If you want to know more about East Anglia Yarn Festival and how much I took and look at the show itself and see whether you want to go next year, it is on next year, please check out my vlog. I have a vlog. Loads of other people have vlogs as well. Amora Loves Yarn, Franny Do Make, Sam Rayner, Craft House Magic, Stitches and Books. There's loads of people have done vlogs, which is lovely. And yes, maybe I don't know, Craft House Magic also vended. I was going to say maybe the people that didn't vend might get a better vlog, but I haven't watched Craft House Magic's vlog yet, so maybe she did a better job than me, but I couldn't get round to everyone's stands and film them because it was a very busy show, but I have a vlog up all about that. In terms of things I have knit, I have a few finished objects. 2 of them I have gifted because the baby was born. I knit a cardigan and I crocheted a blanket for my friend who was pregnant and has now had said baby, and they didn't know what gender baby they were having. It was a boy, very exciting. I knit the Ouster Baby cardigan by the Knit Pearl Girl, and I crocheted a seed stitch, moss stitch, linen stitch, I don't know what the stitch is called, blanket, rectangular blanket out of Aldi yarn, and then the blanket and the cardigan is some King Cole yarn that I bought in the sale from Knit Nottingham. But I got to have lovely snuggles with the baby a few days ago, and yeah, even though he did scream at me because I think he's at the moment just feeding all the time and he's gaining weight rapidly, which is good, very good, just quite intense on my poor friend who's breastfeeding him, so it's intense, but he's a lovely little man, so delightful. I'm drinking Yorkshire biscuit brew, for those of you who are wondering. It is often what is in my mug. And the sun is shining, and you might be able to hear the washing machine because we perpetually have a load of washing on. And yeah, it's just the vibe we're going with today. Anyway, let's talk about those two finished objects. I filmed a clip of me talking about them before I wrapped them and sent them. So I'll insert that now. I feel like I didn't actually chat that much about them though. Hello, I'm about to go round my friend's house and snuggle a baby, hopefully. And so I need to wrap up his gifts. It was a boy. It was a boy. I have made, which way round is it? This way? Doesn't really matter, does it? I've made this linen stitch rectangle blanket. I'd started it in the last podcast using some Aldi yarn. It is blocked, but it hasn't blocked well. I think because I'm just going, because you go round and round basically in a circle, it makes it slightly askew. Don't know if I'd make another one of these. Very much enjoyed the process. Don't like how wiggly and wiggly it is. On the edge, I did a crab stitch, which is a new to me skill. And it just looks really nifty. But I'd never done crab stitch before. Now, oh gosh, now I have. Not too hard. And yeah, I used 2 balls of the Aldi yarn. 2 balls of the Aldi yarn, so I have a ball left over, which is a bit annoying, but that's also fine. And then, this is yet another Ouster baby cardigan by the Knit Pearl Girl. I've knit so many of these, you're all sick of seeing them. It's just 2 little blue buttons. It's an Andalusian rib cardigan double knit. It's a King Cole yarn that I bought from Knit Nottingham from their sale bin. And I dunked a bit, I'd completely forgotten I'd done this. I dunked a little bit of it in my tea as I was knitting it. Literally that much. But it seems to have come out, which is good, because I was really worried. I was worried. But it's a top-down cardigan. I really love how it fits. And I did tubular cast off, a fly, for the cuffs and also for the bottom. And yeah, it's being gifted to my friend. She doesn't knit. Well, I'm just being gifted to her son. He doesn't knit because he's what, 2.5 weeks old? He's so small. He's growing pretty quickly though. And but yeah, she doesn't knit, so she's not going to necessarily know that I've done a sewn cast off. But now I know that it looks so neat and tidy, I can't not do one. Little spoiler, I've done one on this jumper that I knit as well, which either you've already seen or you will see. And it looks so much better. They just look so much better than any other cast off that I've done. So, right. Very cute. The thing I hate about cardigans is the button band, but we did it. We ploughed through, we did it. Right, I need to wrap this up and go. Yeah, I didn't chat about them too much because I was very much in a rush to get them wrapped to go around my friend's house because I didn't want her like waiting too long for me to turn up because we both had to go pick up our children and everything. So it was just like, right, I should have done this earlier. I should have sat and thought about it. I'm getting it done now. The baby Ouster cardigan, I have knit that pattern so many times. That is the pattern by the Knit Pearl Girl. I've knit that pattern so many times, and I tell you why I've knit it so many times. It's easy, it's double knit, it's very wearable, and it's in loads of different sizes. So I can't remember what the biggest size is. I think my pickle might just be sizing out of it. Maybe it goes up to 2. I can't fully remember. But I love that pattern. It's just Andalusian rib. I've knit it both with the rib and without the rib, and it's just, I find it a very wearable cardigan, which is why I've made it so much. The other thing that I have recently finished that I was going to cut all the ends off whilst I chatted to you, and then I thought, probably smart to not do that, is this. I knit a jumper for the pickle. I know. This is the Flax Light, the Flax Sock by Tin Can Knits. I knit this out of a ball of Schöppel, S-C-H-O umlaut, P-P-E-L, Zauberball, crazy, Zauberball meaning like magic ball, crazy, in the colourway Malerwinkel, which means like painter's corner. It's also a place in Bavaria, but Malerwinkel, and it's beautiful. I knit the pickle a Flax Light last year in a colourway called Cloud 8. It's like pinks and purples, and I bought this ball at the same time, and I thought, oh no, I'm not going to have enough to knit her a jumper, so I knit the 1 to 2 year size. Theoretically, I actually should have made the 2 to 4 year size, and then she could have grown into it. This will fit her now, which is not the best move for a toddler, but that's fine. It's actually the perfect weather for a jumper like this, so I might put it on her tomorrow, but it's all blocked and everything. But I thought, because I only had one ball of it, I wasn't sure I was going to get a bigger jumper out of it. I accidentally cast on the number of stitches for the 2 to 4 year size, which is good because it will definitely fit over her giant head, because she's unfortunately inherited my head circumference, which is vast, large. I have a big head, but yes, this is what it looks like. I did a tubular cast off for the cuffs and for the bottom hem. It works out all right doing the wrong size hem, because you do rapid increases in the first row, and or in the first round after the neckband, and I just didn't do those because I already had the right amount of stitches, so it worked out fine. But this is, I love this. I think it looks really good. I think it's beautiful, and yes, I haven't actually tried it on the pickle yet, so I'm a little bit nervous that it won't fit her, but I think I could have made the bigger size because I still had quite a lot of yarn left over. This ball of yarn says it's 420 meters per 100 grams, so it's a 100 gram ball. And now I've not weighed how much I have left, but like, it's a significant amount. So I do feel like I could have made it longer. I possibly could have made it bigger, but I blocked it quite liberally, stretched it in various directions on the body. So I think it will be good for spring, and it's just such fun colours. She loves yellow, does the pickle. So she's going to be 2 in July. What's that, 21 months she is? What's the date? 10th. Yeah, 21 months. So yes, she's not big for her age. She's quite dinky. We're just starting to go into 18 to... I'm just going to tuck my necklace in so it doesn't bang on the microphone, because I'm very conscious it's going to. That's actually what I should have done at the beginning, but I like how a necklace looks. That's fine. Yes, she's just going to 18 to 24 month clothes, so hopefully I'll be able to get a couple of wears out of this. But I knit this very quickly. I went down to Mum and Dad's for Easter, and they live on the south coast, and that's where I grew up. And so my sister came too, and then Mario joined us a bit later. Having 5 adults and 1 toddler meant I actually got quite a lot of knitting time, which was delightful. But yeah, this is just a free pattern from Tin Can Knits, the Flax Light. I've got some holes in the underarms from where I picked up stitches. I know, pick up extra stitches, and then decrease. It's fine. It's one of those things. Smart Me sews them up, but I tried to sew them up, and clearly I haven't done a very good job of it, so we're just leaving it. She's not going to know, the pickle's not going to know, and I don't think most people will care. And if they do, then stop looking at my toddler's armpits. I love this yarn. I think it's beautiful. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's self-striping, but it's kind of like random stripes, so you don't get like regular patterns, which I think is fun. Next up, I cast on a sock. We're into whips. I cast on a sock to knit whilst I was doing East Anglia Yarn Festival. And I have finished one of said socks. This is a sock from Mario. This yarn is Chromatic Yarn Sturdy Sock in the colourway Are You Offering to Help? Inspired by Vax from Critical Role, and specifically the animated series of Critical Role. From my collection or yarn club that I used to do, my Critical Role yarn club. And it's like greys and greens and just really, really fun. This is a 72 stitch count sock. Sorry, my phone is on loud because the nursery called me today and said that my child is asleep before 10 o'clock. So I'm just kind of on edge that I'm going to have to go and collect her at some point. But they haven't called back, so it's now midday. Yes, it's a 72 stitch count sock on 2.5mm needles. And I did a heel flap and gusset because Mario likes a heel flap and gusset. They fit him the best. Annoyingly, I always do this at a yarn show. I cast on before the show. I knit the leg on day 1, and then on day 2, I had to knit and turn a heel whilst I was serving customers and talking to people. It went somewhat okay. I think I messed up on one of the short rows, but that is fine. I'm going to just put it on vibrate. That's less annoying. That is absolutely fine. So we're just rolling with it. It's a sock. I've cast on the second one because of course I have. And I've started on the cuff. Can't remember how many rounds of the cuff I did, but it looks like about 18. I have one of my blackberry stitch markers on it. I love these stitch markers. And yeah, just knitting a cuff. It's a sock. I don't know what more I can say about it. I do a square toe because I completely forgot that I'm trying to be doing different toes for my husband because he wears through them. And I forgot until this moment just now that I'm trying to do decreases in the same direction instead of opposite direction. I forgot. So I inevitably will have to fix these at some point. And then I just grafted the toe. The standard graft. So delightful. That is, it's a half object, and then I've cast on the second one because I couldn't just let it sit. Ooh, and I've gained a couple of stitch holders from my mum, from my grandma, or via my grandma. No, from my grandma via my mum, that way around. Useful. These will be useful for tiny sleeves. That is living in the Little Grey Girl donut project bag, and I've got a Jester inspired D20 on it. It seemed fitting to put it on my donut bag. Ideally this project should have one of my donut stitch markers on, but I haven't actually kept one of my donut stitch markers. Probably should. The other whip that I am kind of actively working on, but not really. I don't know if I showed this to you last month. It's my Doppio sweater. I know. I cast this on the 1st. Oh no, I have cast this on the 1st of January, and I definitely thought it would be finished by now, because now we're starting to get into spring. It's basically done. The only thing I need to do is measure it against this jumper that I've just brought down. Oh gosh, I'm losing everything. I wanted to measure it against another jumper that I like the length of to see how much more I have to knit. That's the only thing that's been holding me back from working on it, is going upstairs and getting that jumper out of my wardrobe and bringing it down to lay on the floor. I don't know. So, this is my Doppio sweater. I'm really not that far off. What have I done since I last spoke to you? Potentially some things. I've at least finished an arm, because I now have 2 sleeves. Sorry, it's just my daughter's Dolly's baby grow that's just sticking to my arm. Anyway, yes, I have 2 sleeves. I've picked up and knit the neckband and have done a folded neckband. I was very nervous about doing a folded neckband for no reason. I think it's because in the pattern it says, make sure you don't do it too tight. And I was worried I would do it too tight. So what I did is I cast, did I? I must have done. I'm pretty sure I cast off the neckband and then sewed it down afterwards instead of trying to sew it down with live stitches. I feel like that is what I did. I followed a YouTube short, which was very good and descriptive. But I'm vlogging me knitting this, and I feel like it's going to be quite long for me to edit because I've worked on this since the 1st of January, but like not consistently. Anyway, I love how a folded neckband looks. I'm really glad I did it. So yeah, I think I must almost be finished with the body. The yarn that I'm using is all through the wardrobe yarn. Her magical mohair base is Dreaming of Candy Unicorns, and then I've got 2 skeins of High Fantasy, which is 100% merino 4-ply that I'm holding together with the mohair. And one of those is also Dreaming of Candy Unicorns, and the other one is Selena. And the Celine, her name is Selena. Celine. And the Celine is kind of giving it a bit, making it look a bit more blue. And I had 2 skeins of the Celine, and I had 3 of the Dream of Candy Unicorns, each of them. And so, yes, that's why I've knit everything else before finishing the body. 1, because when I finish the body, then I'm done. Delightful. I don't have to knit sleeves. 2, because then I could kind of gauge how much yarn I had and see, you know, what more I could do. Anyway, it's an absolutely beautiful jumper. It would have been really nice to finish this when it was still winter, but that's fine. I haven't done. It's one of those things. It's so soft and so fluffy. I have brought the jumper down. The jumper I'm comparing it to, I could have also just taken my tape measure upstairs, couldn't I? This is a jumper that I've worn a lot. This is the Trilogy sweater. This is a pattern by This Bird Knits. And this is double knit held with a skein of mohair, or a strand of mohair, I should say. This is my own hand-dyed yarn. The mohair is a colourway called Reenie, which is from my Knit Royal Yarn Club. And then the double knit is undyed. And it's just beautiful. I've worn it loads, and I really like how long it is. So I'm going to measure these against each other and then go from there. The only qualm I have with this jumper is I don't like the cast offs that I've done on them, but that's because now I've discovered a sewn cast off. I think it looks way better. But this is a weird cuff where I don't think I would be able to do a sewn cast off. So it's fine, it works. I've worn it loads. I really want to make more of them. And yes. But I really like this folded neckband. I think it's going to be nice and cozy. I think it's going to be delightful. Even if I don't get to wear it this year, I will get to wear it next year. And therefore, it's good. But I am actually not that far off, which is why it's been on pause. And after I finish this video, I will measure and I will see how much more I have to knit. I've got my little star stitch marker. This is another one of mine that I make. And yeah, that's just marking the beginning of the round. Delightful. And that is everything that I'm currently working on. Just two whips. So yeah, not too bad. I do have a small bit of acquisition. There's all of the stuff that I bought from East Anglia Yarn Festival. I've already shown that in the vlog, so I'm not going to repeat myself here. I still haven't done the Patreon giveaway. I still need to do that. Life has been a little bit busy. I apologise. But I promise you, I am good for it. I've done this every year for the last few years because I love buying yarn, but I don't need to have it all the time. Please excuse my daughter's book in the background. She loves it, but we have to put it away because it's a pop-up book and she gets a bit enthusiastic, and there's only so many repairs you can do to a book. But I have bought some yarn outside of East Anglia Yarn Festival as well. So I do have a small haul. Not really. I ordered this before I went to East Anglia Yarn Festival and it arrived on Maundy Thursday. This is the Wool Kitchen. I love Helen's yarn. I think it's beautiful. This is her mini eggs sock set. I was going to cast it on for Easter and then I just didn't. So that's fine. This is gorgeous yellow and it's got these beautiful subtle speckles. So dainty and delicate. Got a bit of purple here. Then it comes with a purple mini skein. Very excited to knit this up. These will be Easter socks at some point. I just haven't got round to it. This is 75% merino, 25% nylon, 425 meters per 100 grams. And then this mini skein is a 20 gram mini skein, so 83 meters. And it's a mini eggs sock set. This was a pre-order that arrived Monday, Thursday, and then I went down to Mum and Dad, so I didn't quite have time or the mental capacity to cake it up because I was running around like a headless chicken packing. And then I finished the baby cardigan. I needed some buttons. So I went to my local craft shop here, and they also sell wool. And I always feel a bit cheeky just going in to buy buttons, which I know I shouldn't, but I do. Because I don't go in to buy wool that often because I have lots of wool. So I also bought some wool because I couldn't just leave after spending 20p buying 2 buttons. So my friend who just had a baby, her daughter is a month older than the pickle. So I knit her a jumper last year for her birthday. I'm going to knit her a jumper this year for her birthday. I'm going to use King Cole Big Value Tweed double knitting. This is a 100 gram ball. It's 98% acrylic, 2% viscose, 290 meters per 100 grams. And this is in the colour Elderberry. And it was only £3.20. So a bit cheaper than the yarn that I bought last year, but I do like the yarn I bought last year as well. And it's not showing up as an accurate colour because it's a purpley pink. And purpley pink does not show up accurate. But I love the little tweedy flecks in it. I think they're really fun. And yes, it's much more purple than it's showing up on my screen. So that's fine. But yeah, I bought these as well. So I'm going to cast on a jumper of some form, probably just a stocking stitch jumper, because I think that is what I have the headspace for right now. I love a cable. I think cables are really fun. Can I be bothered to do a cable? No. Yes, this is in the colour 3666 Elderberry. And they are the same dye lot. I double checked because after the palaver of last time, where they were the same dye lot but different ply lot, they didn't actually have a ply lot, but the plies were different on each of the things. Very nice. Anyway, give me a jumper of some form and it'll be glorious. She seems to like the jumpers that I knit for her, so I chose a completely different colour to the one that I chose last time, and hopefully that'll be good. I'll make whatever the 2-year size is, and she probably won't fit in it till the autumn anyway because she's smaller than the pickle, so absolutely fine. Anyway, that's everything that I've bought apart from those 2 buttons, which I've put on a cardigan so I can't share with you, and everything at East Anglia Yarn Festival. But I've already shared that in a vlog and I don't want to get too repetitive. In terms of business news, shop talk, the Stardew Valley collection did really, really well. I closed the first round of pre-orders after about 13 hours because I panicked and it was 4:30 in the morning. And I just panicked and thought, oh no, how am I going to fulfill this in time? I think it would have been fine. It would have absolutely been fine, but I just panicked, and that's okay. So I've opened up a second round of pre-orders that is currently still open. I'm just going to leave that open for a bit longer. That I'm saying it's due to ship at the end of July, but at this rate, it will probably ship way before that. But I like to give a longer timeline and then deliver it sooner than to give a sooner timeline and then have to keep apologising that it's delayed. So hopefully I will start to ship out some of the Stardew Valley yarn next week. I do not have all of the colourways dyed. If you've ordered mini skein sets, they're not done. Mini skein sets are one of the last things that tends to ship because you dye all the colourways all together. So if you've ordered Junimo, if you've ordered Flower Dance, or if you've ordered The Mines, those are the 3 colourways I've currently dyed. So they will be the ones that I'll be starting to ship first. Someone from Stardew Valley did reach out to me. I have to change the labels. Absolutely fine. They're fine with the yarn. They're fine with the name of the collection. They're fine with all of it. They just want me to take the logo off the labels, which makes sense. I was naive to think I could use, it's not the official logo, it's a fan-made version of their logo. I thought that would be fine. It's a bit too close. Not an issue. I need to change the logos. I need to change the labels. I'm going to use up the labels I already have, and then I'll change the labels. I don't have that many labels left, in all fairness. I didn't know how much yarn I was going to sell for the collection, so I didn't order heaps and heaps of labels because I didn't just want them sitting there. I've done that before. I've still got some labels from other things. But yes, thank you so much if you've supported my Stardew Valley yarn collection. I really appreciate it. It's my first collection in a really long time, and yeah, it's done really well, and I'm super excited about that. So thank you so much. Advent season. Lots of people talking about advent calendars at the moment on Instagram, aren't they? I generally don't launch my advents until May. I will have a video talking about my theme. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen various things that I'm posting on my stories that not so subtly hint at what the theme is. And if you are on Instagram and you follow me on Instagram in December and you see my Instagram stories throughout December, that is the theme. So I will have another video where it's much less cryptic, and it will have hopefully all of the information in that you need to know, and that will be coming out probably in a couple of weeks. Anyway, life stuff. What have I been doing? Well, went down to mum and dad's. That was delightful. The weather's been glorious, also delightful. The pickle is struggling to adjust to the clocks changing 2 weeks ago. Less delightful. And we all seem to be well. I think I'm coming down with a cold. It's in the process, so I'm feeling very run down at the moment. But that's fine. I'm just trying to sort of take it easy, take it somewhat slow, whilst also cracking out ovens of yarn. And I've done, 4 oven loads, although today's is sort of a half oven, so I don't know if I can count that as an oven load. It's a half oven of yarn. It's happening, yes. And then, yeah, just plodding along. But yeah, I don't really think I have anything else to say, to talk about, to anything. So I will love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, it would mean a lot if you would subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. And yeah, leave me a comment down below. Let me know the project that you've been working on, or if you weren't working on a project or you have anything else to say, leave me I don't know, anything. A biscuit emoji, a cookie emoji, biscuit brew. That's where that came from. And yeah, it will just let me know that you got this far in the video. Give the video a thumbs up if you haven't already. And with all that being said, I'm trying to desperately think if there's anything else I need to say, but I don't think there is. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here, and thank you for being amazing. I will see you all very soon in my next video.